grow thorns to protect you, like the cactus grows thorns to protect the cactus, right? The cactus is now thorny, and now you're thorny to protect you. And so what happens when you brush up against something, a situation that might be similar to a situation you don't like? Ouch! That thorn! Ouch!
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
Good morning, back doing life together, another daily, y'all. And you're going to see throughout the rest of this year and into 2025, we're putting more time and energy into the daily show, y'all. I just love communicating with you. I love just talking to you about Midwest anxiety and mental health and all we're doing. And the Daily Show, is our flagship program. It's our flagship program. This is the engine. This is the engine of all of the social media and the stuff that we do. And so we're putting more time and energy into it. And y'all, coming up later this week, so Thursday, just in a couple days, Midwest Anxiety is headed to New York City. We're headed to New York City for the holidays, and we're going to be there from December 5th through the 17th, and we're going to be doing the daily show. We're going to be doing the daily show every day. So you're going to be going along with us, just enjoying the good life in New York City, the food, the fashion, the people, the art, the music, the Broadway shows. New York City's got it all. New York City has captured my heart, especially this time of year. And you guys stay tuned. You're going to get a daily look at all the things that we're doing. Should be a good time for the next couple of weeks. Midwest Anxiety is going to be dropping daily at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. That means I got to get up an hour early because I'll be on Eastern Time. But all for you. So I'm so excited, but we still got a couple days in Kansas City, and it's I don't know where fall went. We went from summer to winter. We didn't get to sit and watch the leaves turn colors in the fall and sip on our pumpkin spice lattes. Nope. We went to the hot chocolate. We went to the peppermint in our coffee. We went to trying to stay warm. Toto, we're not in summer anymore. We're not in fall. We're in winter. All right, y'all, we're headed to see a bunch of clients today. Got a rocket ship full of clients. Remember, liftoff January 1st, more to come. So much going on at Midwest Anxiety. Y'all sit back, put on your seatbelts, and enjoy this ride around being a community mental health therapist, y'all. Let's go. Coming up in client sessions. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. Hey, this is something that I talk with clients about becoming a prickly cactus, and hey, I want you to think about the things that you struggle with in your life, the things that you struggle with in your life. There are things that you don't enjoy. There's things that you just wish wouldn't happen, but they do happen. They do happen for whatever reason. And sometimes, or a lot of times, what will happen is when those things are going on, when those things are in your life and you don't like them, what happens is that you grow a thorn. Kind of like a cactus grows, I think there are thorns, needles, right? They grow these thorns, and you do the same thing. And those thorns, what happens is those thorns protect you. They kind of keep you at a distance from those things in your life. So maybe you're thinking about someone that you just don't like. You grow a thorn, boom. Maybe it's talking about homework, boom, that's a thorn. Maybe it's talking about germs or a fear of vomiting. You grow thorns to protect you, like the cactus grows thorns to protect the cactus, right? The cactus is now thorny, and now you're thorny to protect you. And so what happens when you brush up against a situation that might be similar to a situation you don't like? Ouch! That thorn, ouch! That thorn gets you, right? And so what you try to do is you try to, instead of getting attacked with those thorns, you just try to keep your distance, because you got to stay small to protect yourself from those situations that are difficult and challenging. And so what we want to do is we don't want to avoid those situations. No, we don't want to avoid those situations. The way that we're going to pluck your thorns out, is by helping you start to think about how you might be able to do that situation differently. We're going to help you be able to go through the situation, not avoid it, not try to kind of distance yourself from it, go into the situation. And we're going to help you learn how to change your way of thinking, feeling, and acting. CBT, y'all. CBT. Get into that CBT 101 class. If you haven't already registered that class, I believe it's December 14th. December 14th, I think that's the class. Anyway, learning those CBT skills will pluck those thorns where you don't have to avoid bumping into something that causes you trouble, all right? That you'll be able to go into those situations when they happen in your life and not get upset or anxious. All right, y'all? All right. Don't be a prickly cactus. Don't be a prickly cactus. No one likes a prickly cactus. Pluck those thorns. Go out and get you some CBT. Get yourself right. And that'd be a big thumbs up. Y'all, we got anxious kids equals anxious parents class this Saturday, and there's 3 things. What are the 3 things? I'm just going to ask you, what are the 3 things that you think, what are the 3 things that parents should not do for their anxious kid? Can you answer those things? Just think out loud. Go ahead, say it. What do you think they are? All right. They're the top 3 things that parents should not do are these 3 things. 1, they should not accommodate their child. They shouldn't do special things. Now we're talking about children that struggle with anxiety. Parents should not accommodate the anxiety. So, do things special for your kid to take the anxiety away. These generally are things that parents do to make their kids less anxious, all right? I know there's a lot of loving parents out there, but a loving parent is not the same as a parent that is that has a child of anxiety, it's not that you don't parent it the same way. You don't parent it the same way. So number 2 is don't reassure your anxious child. I know it seems like, hey, you should be doing that. Hey, it's gonna be okay, Johnny. You know, whatever else. Hey, the thing I would say, if you're a parent of an anxious child, you can just say over and over on repeat, you'll be able to handle whatever happens, okay? But just don't reassure your child. Everything's gonna work out. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Don't reassure your child. And here's the reason why. Is one, you just don't know how it's gonna work out, right? You don't know, you're predicting, you're projecting, and really you're just giving your child a false sense of hope and reality just to make them feel better, okay? But the more that you reassure your child, the better it feels in the moment for your child, but it doesn't work long term. It doesn't work long term. And then your child just becomes dependent. Your child becomes dependent on you for that continued reassurance, okay? So we just want to make sure that you don't reassure them. And then 3, it's obvious. I think it's obvious for some people, but not everyone. Do not help your anxious child avoid the anxiety. Don't do it. Just don't play into the anxiety, okay? The more that you help your child avoid the anxiety, again, it's all about helping your child in the short term, but that anxiety comes back, and guess what? The more that you avoid is the more that you have to keep avoiding. What we want to do is we want to set a standard. We want to set an expectation for your child, your anxious child, that your child can handle whatever happens. And we're going to go through the anxiety. We're going to go through the anxiety. You're not going to accommodate. You're not going to reassure. And you're not going to help you avoid the anxiety, okay? If you stay away from those 3 things, then you're definitely winning. You're winning, you're winning, you're not giving in to the anxiety, and you're gonna be further ahead, all right? As a parent, your child may want you to give in to the anxiety, but you're gonna tell your child, no, 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 I love you way too much, and I'm willing to do the hard work. I'm willing to do the hard work, at least for my part, to make sure that you overcome the anxiety. All right, parents? All right. Hey, I know you have good intention. I know your heart really hurts for your child. I know sometimes it's more convenient just to do those things, but don't do it. You get in a bad cycle if you do, all right? All right. So the struggle with all this is it's, as you probably are aware, it's psychosomatic. So, you know, you can think about feeling a certain way and then your body will respond to it. And then once your body responds to it, then your thoughts are attached to how you're feeling. And then generally it's one of avoidance. It sounds like for her, she's trying to get some reassurance from you and help from you, which in the short term is good. You know, you're just being a loving dad, but then the anxiety just sets in and she becomes dependent on you for, you know, helping her get through it. And ultimately the goal of therapy is to help her build that self-confidence and those, I don't know if you're familiar with cognitive behavioral therapy. Are you familiar with it at all? No, essentially what it is, you know, how she thinks is how she feels, and then she'll react based on her thoughts and feelings. So thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So there's somewhere in that cycle, if there isn't anything medical going on, in that cycle of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors is where this anxiety lies. And she along with the therapist just has to figure out how to kind of unlock that cycle that's going on with those thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So that'll be something that, you know, I can definitely do with her. But the good thing about being in therapy is she builds those skills herself, and then, you know, she can use them herself when she's, you know, in a state of panic or whatever else.
On